And there are people who say, well, Fresco really doesn't believe in having his name put out there. I do when it comes to a book that I wrote. If people ask me questions, I can answer it. But if another guy copies my book and he word for word, and he gets the credit for that, and people ask him, what do you do about this? What do you do about that? And they don't have that kind of background. They can't answer questions. But if you check with history, not Fresco, you'll find that Louis Pasteur recommended vaccination. It never was a team of scientists. You'll find that the Wright brothers really developed the first powered flying machine. So you can go and write to the Wright brothers and say, well, how do you make your propeller? Or how much pitch does it have? Only they know because they made it. You have to go to Edison and say, how do you know how much of a vacuum to put in a glass lamp? And how do you decide the elements you use? You have to go to Edison. The gas company can't tell you that. When I was a kid, there was a people go around the streets lighting the gas lamps. They were all along the street. He was a lighter, a long pole, and he lit those lamps. Then when Edison's system came out, he had to instruct people as to how it worked. When Tesla invented the coil, the Tesla coil, he had to instruct people. But if another guy lifted it, and he said, what's the resistance of the wires in that? They didn't know, only Tesla. So it seems that in history, Einstein's theory of relativity, Pasteur, Darwin's theory of evolution, as against the religious concept. Is it perfect? No. But it's a hell of a lot greater. And Darwin spent many years trying to put this stuff together. I'm not against teaching people physics and science. That's fine. That's the elements for putting things together. The books that I read by other people did not have all the answers. Semantics never touched the social system. Jacques Loeb informed us a great deal about plant tropism, geotropism, all these things that we knew little about, but Jacques Loeb was associated with it. So when you have the nuclear program to develop the atom bomb, there were always people in charge, like Oppenheimer was in charge of nuclear research. Einstein's formula helped in nuclear research. And there were many scientists, lead scientists, that directed that. When you go to Germany, you'll find Werner von Braun as head of rocketry. Why was he head? Because others didn't experiment. He experimented before it became necessary to build rockets. He belonged to the young German group in which they experimented with rockets. When Hitler got in, Hitler backed him. But Werner von Braun had to educate all the scientists that knew nothing about rockets. Where did he get the ideas from? Dirty, hard work with no financing.